Hey, what's going on? Paul Farmer here. This is Freedom Project Live, episode 201. 201. Episode 201. And what I like to do on these is share with you my marketing journey online. Been marketing for 8 years now. Just hit 8 years. Marketing tips and anything else that I believe will be of benefit to you. So today what I want to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to start shortening these because I know I've been going about 20, 30 minutes on each one. So I'm going to do my best to start shortening these down a little bit because I do know I tend to talk a bit. So today what I want to do is I want to cover the basics of Facebook, how to make sales on Facebook, how to make sales using Facebook. So one of the things I've been able to do is I've been able to make a very large amount of sales using Facebook for free. And these range from all price ranges. They could be, $1,000 down to really low. Doesn't matter. It works either way. Do not buy into the myth that everybody's broke on Facebook because that is a lie. That really is the audience that you have that is broke. Okay. But not everybody on Facebook is broke. There's over 2 billion people. So they're not all broke. So, now I know that's a popular thing that people like to say, especially when they're looking at ways to go and create some income online. They want to find the fastest, the easiest path. And while, yes, there are a lot of very broke-minded people on Facebook, it is not all of them. It's just a matter of you learning how to add the right audience, okay? An audience that actually does want what you have and does not mind spending the money. And I could tell you from experience, I've witnessed it firsthand. There are people out there that will go and drop that literally thousands and thousands of dollars and not blink an eye. So that's a myth. Don't believe it. That's your programming, believing that garbage. That's something I've had to reprogram myself, and I'm still working on it. But that is a lie. Okay, there's plenty of people out there. So anyway, what I want to do, is I want to go over some basics because I spend a part of my day on Facebook every day, connecting with new people, and some of the things I run across, I mean, these are basics. These are absolute basics, and they're not being done. And they really affect how people view you. And I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I have gone through numerous trainings. I have invested in coaching in two different ways. One way was I literally spent thousands and thousands of dollars to get a private coach. The other way is I'm part of a mentoring program. It's actually below this. Click on Millionaire Mentoring. You'll learn about it. That really is what I recommend if you want to dominate Facebook, if you want to learn how to close high ticket sales on Facebook, on social media. That is where you want to go. The guy that runs that is an expert at this. He's an expert. Okay. He closes that $1,000 sales all the time without any issues at all. Very easy for him to do. And he teaches you the formula. But I'm not going to talk about that today. What I'm going to talk about is some very basic things. Okay. So one, let's get right into it. One, your header, the thing above, the big banner above. Okay. I see this quite often. Either people put things in there where they have their family and the head is cut off and all you see is the torso. Okay. That is a mistake. Do not do that. You look like a complete amateur. Do not do that. Okay. At the very least, get your picture to fit. At the very least, I recommend either having something like motivational quotes in the back, but it needs to fit. It needs to pop. It needs to stand out. Or nature is a good option. So something of nature, like I like the beach. I'm a big beach person, so I like the beach. If you go to my profile, I got the beach on there. It's a picture I took while on vacation. So I have that on there. You don't want it to be dark so people really can't see it. You want it to pop. You want it to stand out. Okay. So any kind of nature picture, just make sure it stands out. It has color. It's not all faded. Um, because like it or not, first impressions matter, especially on social media. People look at your profile. If it doesn't stand out, they don't want to talk to you. Okay. They're probably going to move right on past you. So it is important. It is important. Now, if you want to go to the next level, which I am working on right now, I just got to get a decent picture to get some branding done, some professional branding. I'm not talking about going over to Canva and just making it your own, because that still looks like amateur hour. Okay. You want to stand out from the crowd. Now, do I believe you need to do this right away? Me personally, I don't believe you need to do it right away. You can make sales every single day without having it. But if you want to attract bigger players, leaders, action takers, doers, those types of people to you, then it is definitely to your advantage to do something that makes you stand out from the crowd, makes it show that you are serious, and this is what you're doing. You're not just playing around. It's not a hobby to you. Okay. Then when it comes to the about, okay, so that's the cover photo. All right. Now let's move over to the profile, the little circle. Mine's still on the left. Some people's have moved to the middle. And the other thing, okay, so if your circle has moved to the middle, which it probably will be, because I'm pretty sure everyone's just going that way. If it's moved to the middle, your profile picture, make sure that the words that you have on your cover are not covered. Make sure that your picture is not covered by that. Okay. It needs to be clear. It needs to be easily read. The other thing is your profile picture. Okay. Your profile picture should not be your dog, should not be your cat, should not be your baby, should not be some animated thing. It should not be a bush, a flower, whatever. It should be a picture of you. And it definitely should not be nothing. That's like the worst thing ever. Nothing is worse. It's terrible. So you want a picture of you. It needs to be well lit, and you need to be smiling, not grinning, smiling. Show teeth. Okay. That's a smile. Be genuine, be real, because that is opening, right? That is something that people will be attracted to. If it looks like a mug shot, then people probably won't be attracted to that. So make sure you have good. I mean, this stuff is not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. But it's amazing to me how many people don't do it. The other thing I see is you want to fill out the about section, the entire about section. So I'll go to a lot of profiles and there's like nothing in there, nothing. It doesn't have to be long. You're more than welcome to look at mine and see what I did, but it doesn't have to be long and drawn out. It's just a little bit about yourself, what you're about, what you stand for. You might have, like, if you have a blog, you might have a link to your blog. If you have a website, you might have a link to your website. You might have a link to some way people can connect with you. But you want to fill out that about section. That's really important. Fill all that stuff out. Okay. So that's like the basics. Okay. Now in the intro, I'm going to say this. All right. In the intro is like right below your profile picture. Actually, I think it's, if you're on the newer, so Facebook is going through transition right now. So if you have the picture in the middle, then it's probably going to be underneath your header, right? It's going to be like a little line there. So you kind of want to talk about who you are there too, but it's just real short. Okay. You can go look at mine if you want. If you are not a mentor, okay, I'm going to say this. If you're not a coach, if you're not a mentor, if you're not coaching anybody, if you're not a mentor, if you're not helping anyone, if you're not doing webinars, if you're not getting on and actually showing people the way, then please don't put mentor, okay? It's a lie. It's not the truth, okay? You could say servant leader if you're a servant leader, if you're someone that's aspiring to be, that. You could say entrepreneur. You could say, but that's just something that drives me crazy when I see that, because when I see someone that puts like social media coach, okay, social media coach, and then I look at their wall and their header is cut off, right? It's cut off, like, or it's dark. You barely see it. Just doesn't look good. and I haven't got to the post yet, but their posts are just, there's like no engagement. They have no audience. And you're over here saying you're a social media coach. I mean, who are you trying to fool? So be real, be authentic. Okay. Facebook is all about who you are, right? It's not about pretending to be something you're not, because, you know, people that have been doing this for a while, they see right through it. They see right through it. I can go look at a profile and I see right through it instantly, because there's certain things I look for and I could tell right where a person is almost every time. Now, there are some examples where people do offline stuff, or they're doing drop shipping, or they're doing Forex, or they're doing something where it doesn't really require them to do much on Facebook. That is an exception. But for many people who are using Facebook and they want to use it to generate leads and make and grow their team, grow their business, you know, that's not the case, and they're just not doing the basics. Okay, so that those are the basics. There's a section for the feature photo. Me personally, I put in join my group. I have a personal development group, so I put join my coaching group. That's my free group. But you could put pretty much anything you want there. I wouldn't try to advertise too much, but you could definitely put something there. Just make sure it looks clear, it looks good. You know, common sense stuff. Common sense stuff. Now, when it comes to the links, now this is just my suggestion, and you don't need to do this if you don't want to. Some people say no links. Okay, some people say no links, just have people come and connect with you. You can strategically place links throughout your profile without looking like, you know, you're spamming or anything. So you could put a link in your header, in your cover photo. You can put a link in your profile. You can put a link in your bio. You could put a link under your featured photo. You could put a link even in your intro. So those are kind of the places you could put a link. You know, you really, it's kind of your call. Now, what I would say is, now I see this sometimes. I see people put like 5 different links under their featured photo, and I'm like, what are you doing? You know, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. I would say just one link. And then maybe if you have a blog or a page that goes to all the things you're doing, you could do that. That's probably better. But if you have people clicking all these links, I mean, it just doesn't, it's not a good thing. It really isn't. Okay. So that's that. All right. Let's talk about post. Okay. Now, when you're posting, you want to keep it pretty positive. You don't need to go and broadcast everything that's wrong in the world. I mean, that's prevalent big time right now. It's prevalent big time right now. You don't need to go and tell people you don't feel good today. I mean, you don't need to do that. Like that doesn't serve anybody. I guess maybe it's trying to make you feel better because you want the sympathy, right? You want people to go, oh, feel better, you know. I don't post any of that stuff. If I don't feel good, I'm not going to broadcast it on Facebook. There's no point. So you want to keep it pretty positive. My mentor says that you want to take them on a roller coaster ride like this. So one day it's positive, one day it's lifestyle, one day it's something that makes them think. One day it's something that where you're celebrating your team's success. One day you're sharing your success. One day it could be more controversial, where one day it could be something that's going to make people upset or sad. So you want to take them on this little roller coaster ride, because that is what's going to really get people more interested in you. You know, take more interest. It's not vanilla. It's not just straight up good morning all day long, all the way down your feed, or it's not just motivational posts. So I see this a lot. Like people just post motivation. Now my mentor says this, like, do you watch Tony Robbins 24/7? Or do you kind of get tired of that after a while? Do you prefer to watch something entertaining? Do you prefer to watch something that's going to make you think a little bit? Or is it just motivation, 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 motivation? That's very vanilla. It's like it's just noise. It's white noise. Sure, there are many people that like that. They like to just go, "Oh yeah, great," But what you want people to do is take notice of you. So if all you're doing is posting the same thing over and over and over and over again, you are not going to stand out from the crowd. I hope that makes sense to you. Another thing to do is to start telling stories. So have stories with a call to action at the end. So you tell a story. You start with the pain, then you add some more details with that pain, and then you talk about the solution, and then you go from the solution to your call to action. So that's basically how it goes. So you take them on a ride, like, oh, it's so horrible. Everything was going wrong. I didn't know what I was doing. Blah blah blah. Right? Maybe tell some details. So some things I could share, and I have shared, are when I first started marketing, I pretty much did everything wrong. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I went as far as putting banners. I put a sign on my truck and drove around town thinking that would help. I got signs to stick in the ground. I didn't know what I was doing. I was standing on the boardwalk trying to hit people up, going to the park, trying to hit people up. So the pain was there. That's pain. That's pain. And I just kept getting rejected over and over and over and over again. And so pain, agitation, and then you got like the solution. Thankfully, I found a simple system that showed me exactly what to do to generate leads and make more sales. And from that point, I've been able to go on to make a full-time income, or whatever the numbers is, generate more leads, make more sales. And then you go to the call to action, which is basically, just message me if you would like to learn more about the solution I found, would like to generate more leads, make more sales, and in that frustration, right? Whatever. Message me, I don't know, solution. Give me the solution, right? Give me the solution. And then people reach out to you, and then those are hot leads. Okay, so I'm giving you a lot of information here. The other things I want to talk about, and these are just a couple more basics. Social media, okay? Facebook, social media, it's all about being social. It's about engaging with other people. It's about connecting with other people. It's not just about liking and commenting, and that's it. It's about actually connecting with people, actual conversations. And what you want to pay attention to is who's showing up to your post. So if you're putting up posts, if you're doing what I'm teaching you to do here, you're going to have certain people showing up every day. And you want to pay attention to who's showing up. And then you want to go connect with that person, because that's a very, very hot lead, because they've already taken an interest in your message, in what you're doing. Okay, the person with the message makes the money. So anyway, you want to be engaging with other people. Today it's love and comments, and you want to be removing inactive friends. So if you have a bunch of people that are inactive that you never see show up on your posts, that are never like you reach out to them and they don't connect back with you, you need to be removing those people. And really, those are the basics. Those are the basics. And once you have all that put together, and you start doing like 25 connections a day where you're just reaching out to people, seeing what's going on in their life, you would be surprised what happens, because now you've become the attractor factor. People are coming to you, and you are connecting with people, and you are learning what's going on with them. It's no longer about selling. It's about them being attracted to what you have, and you just put it right in front of them. Now, of course, there's a little bit more to this. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you want to dominate Facebook and really go on to be able to make commissions at any level. I don't care what level. Okay. It could be high ticket, it could be low ticket. It doesn't matter. I've been using these strategies. Like I just started something. I've added like 50 people in less than a month to a business I started from scratch in less than a month. That's with no paid marketing. That's with not ever mentioning the name on social media. Not one time did I mention the name. I actually had someone say, like, I don't get it. Like, how are you doing that? Because you never talk about it. You never mention what it is. I never see you post about it. I'm all, exactly. That is what you want. You don't want to broadcast your links all over. You don't want to tell everybody what you're doing. That's no good, you know. That's what amateurs do, and that's what people that don't make any money do. That's what they do. So if you want to make money, you learn how to do it where you're attracting people to you. They don't know what the heck you have. They don't care what you have because you have the solution. That's what you do, okay? And if you want to learn those skills, go below this video, click on where I have Millionaire Mentoring, watch that video, and get started. And that's where you're going to really learn, really drill down and learn these skills, learn a proven formula that is going to take you to a whole nother level. I promise you that, when you get plugged in, of course. Other than that, I do have the marketing system that I've been blessed to be able to earn a full-time income with. Very simple marketing system. The truth of the matter is, when you understand how to do this process, it doesn't matter what you're promoting. It doesn't matter, because people are looking for a solution. And if they see you as someone that can provide a solution, it doesn't matter what it is. They're going to do it because you know the formula. They see you as someone that can help them. That is why it works so well. That is why we don't need to broadcast names and all this other crap all over the internet. That's why we don't need to be telling people, I don't know, there's some things I've been seeing lately that people are doing. It's just like, why are you doing that? But that's all I'm going to say. Okay. I hope you got value today. I went longer than I was expecting to, but there was quite a bit to cover. Like I said, if you really want to dominate Facebook, get that millionaire, go and get Millionaire Mentoring. I also do live training. I also have a private group myself where I go in depth and I teach this stuff as well. I show you what I say. I show you how I approach people. I show you how I close sales. I show all of that. And you get access to that. And it doesn't matter what it is you're doing, as long as you're doing it with me and you're a paid member with me. You get access to all of that. So I really want to help you win. I really want 2020 to be best year ever for you financially. And I believe that the formula I have been taught, the formula that I've been implementing, can definitely do that for you. Okay, so make it a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.